My name is Justin Goodrum, and I'm a filmmaker, entrepreneur, and cinema verite cinematographer. As long as I can remember, I've either worn a do-rag or have had peers who wore one. Whether it be worn to keep a hairstyle, like waves intact at night, or a fashion accessory worn during the day. But not once have I thought that most of the world truly doesn't understand.
We're here in downtown Milwaukee to find out what a do-rag actually is. Stay tuned.
I think it's been associated in the media, like movies, as sort of like a gangster thing.
What is a do-rag?
Apologize, I don't understand what a do-rag is.
Okay, what would you think it is if you had to guess?
Something for an auto car?
No.
I have no idea.
What do you think it is?
How do you spell it?
D-U-R-A-G.
Do-rag. I don't know.
I think it's something you put on your head.
Yeah, exactly.
It is really?
Yeah.
Oh, to cover your do.
A head garment,
Okay, what is it for?
waves.
Okay, there you go. Most people we ask today really don't know what it's for.
Yeah, I mean, I got curly hair.
Kind of.
How does it affect the hair?
Well, it lays it down.
Oh, okay.
Do-rag's a handkerchief they put on your head.
Okay. What is it for?
Protect you from sweat? I don't know.
It's a time and place for everything. You know what I'm saying? And something like that shouldn't be worn out in public places because you will be judged.
Do you think it's a stigma behind do-rags or do-rag wearing?
Almost definitely.
It doesn't matter what's on your head, it matters what's in your heart.
Yeah.
That's it. That's where we got to come from.
Some kind of headwear. I mean, I've never worn one. As far for the stigma, I don't have a stigma personally, but that's just me. Do other people have a stigma? Maybe.
What is a do-rag?
A do-rag is a stamp of black culture. It's the simplest way I could put it, it's a stamp of black culture.
But not once have I thought that most of the world truly doesn't understand why, and oftentimes associate wearing a do-rag with thugs, criminals, and gangs in the minority groups.
An Edmonton Catholic school under fire after a black child was allegedly told to remove his do-rag due to gang affiliation.
You don't see your 11-year-old boy and ask him, are you affiliated with the gang because of her hair garment? That's not a question that you ask.
There are children that age that are part of gangs.
You hear the principal repeating the assumption that do-rags represent gang activity. Amel has not been to school since.
Black culture to another level. Look at that shit. Look at that. You're waiting for where are your waves? Let me see. Check them. Show it. Show your waves. Oh! Wave check. Look at this motherfucker. This is crazy.
I feel kind of fly, standing next to you. Baby girl, how do I look in my do-rag? Would you tell me the truth? Stay with me and love me.
This became a reality for me my freshman year in college. With high enrollment that year at the predominantly white college I went to, I was roomed in the lounge with 4 others. And that night I would put on my do-rag, just like I have as long as I can remember. Not long after living together, one of my roommates asked another roommate if I was in a gang because of it. Although gang members do go to college, the only action to myself was wearing a do-rag to be considered a person in that group. But what happens if a potential employer sees you wearing one, or an officer stops you with one on? Will they understand? Or will things take a turn for the worse because of his association?
We are now joined by film's creator, Justin Goodrum. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So, what surprised you about the film?
I guess what surprised me is some of the responses I got when I interviewed people. I always thought that this is what they thought, but to actually hear people say it or not know what it was completely was kind of surprising, but somewhat guessed it though.
So, at school, when you were at UW Whitewater, you wore your do-rag.
Yeah.
What was the response to you wearing your do-rag on campus?
Well, so oddly enough, I didn't wear it on campus. I happened to wear it in wear it to sleep, so for my hair.
Okay.
And I had roommates, white roommates, and he asked one of my friends, like, "Oh, is Justin in the gang because I wore a do-rag?" And it wasn't malicious or anything like that. He just really thought I was in a gang because of it. And years later, when I'm putting some of my experiences and things into my work, that's one of the subject matters I pulled from.
So what other stereotypes are you trying to dismiss about the do-rag?
That people that wear it are in gangs. Like either they have the low haircut where they're trying to get waves or braids or dreadlocks. So just that it's a simple, I guess, head garment to help keep the hair kept.
Okay.
And if you happen to see somebody who wears it out, don't stereotype them.
So this is an interesting question. A lot of women have been criticized for wearing bonnets outside the home.
Mm-hmm.
How is that different than wearing a do-rag outside?
I don't know if it is a difference. I think maybe somebody should fund another project on bonnets or what people think about that and the stereotypes behind it. But I think it all just stems from something somebody puts over their head to either cover or keep a hairstyle, which shouldn't have a negative connotation behind it.
So young filmmaker, what else are you working on?
So current project I'm working on is my first feature narrative film or fictional called Christopher, and it tackles the stigma in the Black community around mental health and mental illness.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.